treat for you guys. Came to hear your brilliance, instead they got me. All right, Cindy asked me to talk about a miracle moment that me and my family experienced here over the past year. Like I said, I'll do it in 5 minutes or less. It started back in October. I got a letter from SAG-AFTRA saying, hey, you have earned health insurance once again, which is awesome because their insurance is fabulous, not like the insurance that we pay way too much for that doesn't cover much. So I figured, all right, well, I'll sign up for it. Now, the thing about the union is you have to earn it every year. I know I'm taking 2016 off, so I'm not going to have this health insurance. So this was kind of an awesome thing to have happen. So I was like, all right, I'll do this now. Cool, sent it off. A couple of months later, I started getting heart palpitations. It's normal. Everybody has heart palpitations. This happened multiple times throughout the day, every day for a week or so, maybe a little longer. It's a sign, right? We're not supposed to ignore signs. We're metaphysical Christians. Listen to the signs. So I listened to the sign. I know you guys thought I was going to say, nah, I ignore it. No, you hear too many things about people ignoring signs. I listened to the sign. Got to go see a cardiologist. I'm 38. I don't know any cardiologists. My wife is a nurse practitioner, and she had recently done what is it called?
Rotation.
A rotation with an old friend of hers that she hadn't really been in contact too much over the last 10 years. But she just fortunately did a rotation with her, and this person said, hey, you've got to go see Dr. Dykeman. Okay, cool. So I call him up, set up an appointment. I go there. This doctor is fabulous. I've never had anybody spend this much time in a room with me. Usually doctors come in, get you in and out. He spent 15, 20 minutes with me. Palpitating, EKG, all this stuff, everything comes back. He said, look, your cholesterol's a little high. Look at it, you're an athlete, you look like you're in good shape, but the cholesterol's a little high. Let's have you see somebody. I'm anti-medicine. I shouldn't need cholesterol medication. I live clean, I take care of myself. He's like, look, this is no big deal, we'll set you up with somebody. He has a specialist come in once a month. They were just happening to come in there that next week. I saw them and she said, hey, here's a diet for you to do. I said, I do this all already. She goes, well, I guess you're going on Lipitor. I guess I am. So I start taking the Lipitor. 45 days later, doing a normal workout. Me and my son are at the track on a Sunday afternoon. Keep in mind, I've done this track workout 5 other times this week, and for the last however many months, and for the last however many years I've been working out. Sunday we're doing a warm-up lap. I can't finish the warm-up lap. Heart starts feeling like I swallowed a bunch of pills. Pressure going down both arms. So of course I stop for a few minutes and then try again. So this went through, again, we started a warm-up, again it happened. This time it brought me to my knees. Still not worried about it, because if impending doom doesn't come across my head, I just look at Bill and I say, you know the number for 911. So he's like, maybe we shouldn't work out. I said, all right, well, I'll tell you what, you do the workout, I'll coach you through it. So 10 minutes later, we're doing the workout together. Everything's fine. I go home, we go through the full workout. I go home, tell Carrie, and Carrie's like, that's not normal. It's like, nah, it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Science. Tuesday, I go to just do a warm-up again. Guess what happened? Same thing. So of course, did I stop? No. Because now I needed information for the cardiologist. So I went through the whole process again. Every 5 minutes I felt like I was going to have, I didn't know at the time that I could have had a heart attack. I did. text back and forth, and she says, call the cardiologist. Fine. After 3 times of this happening, I thought maybe I should call the cardiologist. Called them, they say come in tomorrow. I went in there, and again, Dr. Dykem spends 20 minutes with me, nothing alarmed. He said, look, probably nothing. We'll have a stress test on Tuesday. This is Wednesday. I forget to tell you, Tuesday we put my name in the prayer basket, because that's what we do. Again, there's a family of people, there's people that support us. So, thank you. The cardiologist said, hey, don't push it. So be respectful of your body. So the next 5 days until the stress test, I tried to work out every day. I wasn't able to. I was hoping it would just pass, like this. So Tuesday morning we go into the stress test, and normally it's the nurse that does it, takes some pictures. The doctor's usually nowhere around for this. I go in, they're like, hey, we're going to get your heart rate up to 150. I said, this whole thing will be over at 120. There's something wrong. They go through the pictures, take the pictures don't show up. Something's wrong, we got to wait. Well, it turns out that we did it a second time, and the reason why we had to do it a second time is because the doctor had to be available. I didn't know this at the time, but our angels are saying, no, we need the doctor in the room when this happens. Let's go and do the stress test. Doctor comes, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna come in. I said, hey, doc, this whole thing will be over in 5 minutes. He goes, well, maybe I'll stick around then. Sure enough, we're on the treadmill. Within 5 minutes, I'm getting the pain. I'm hooked up to the monitors, and the look on his face is, Carrie saw it. She can describe it better than I can. But basically, he said, get off now, and take a nitro pill. No, it's cool, man. It's gonna be fine. Because again, I've experienced this now the last 10 days. I've been feeling, I know exactly what my body's gonna do. And he says, now you don't see what I see. Get off. Take the nitro pill. I took it. The next day, they wanted to get me in for a cardiac cath. He called up Piedmont Heart. The head of cardiac cath saw me that next morning. Brought me in there, and again, they're saying, hey, it's just exploratory. They go in there, we'll find something. If it's something there, we'll fix it. And if not, don't worry, we'll take care of it. They get me in there, great people. Turns out there's a 95% blockage in one of the vessels, or one of the arteries here. They nicknamed it the Widowmaker. I didn't know. Put the stent in, everything's all clear. The lipitor that we talked about earlier, it turns out that within 45 days, it had cut my cholesterol level in half. My body responded, the prayers worked. It just so happened that the blockage had already taken place, but my body had responded to everything that they asked it to do and that I asked it to do. And it's, because of the people in this church, it's my angels and guides. This was something that had been set up for years. My grandfather, it turns out we have history. My grandfather on my father's side died about 42, heart attack. My dad is no longer with us as well. My heart was strong enough to not have had a heart attack. There was no damage here. And again, this was a lifetime of being able, the path, they walked this path. And it's because of that we haven't had any other issues. So I feel very blessed. I've been listening to my body. I've been listening to my spirits, my guides. Cindy helped me hear those starting about 10 years ago. And now I'm finally listening. Sometimes. Going back to the insurance now, this process apparently, they like to charge somewhere in the $100,000 range for it's all said and done. By the time I was done paying all of the out-of-pocket costs, it wound up being about $1,500. Thank you.
Yes.
There you go. SAG after union, again, totally unexpected, came in, and again, I had no idea why it was coming. At this time, 10 years, I've been a professional actor. Maybe 3 times I've been eligible for the insurance, and this was just one of those times. I just wanted to share this with you. You know, we talk about this all the time.